Have you ever been confused of how to use present perfect tense? Does the name sound familiar to you? In this video, I'm gonna share with you how to use the tense properly. The question I asked you, have you ever been confused? Use the tense. Why? Because it starts with have and it has the verb been. It is a question. What is the tense though? Present perfect is formed from the present tense of the verb. Present perfect is formed from the present tense of the verb have and the past participle of a verb. There are common adverbials used in the tense. For example, never, ever, so far, always. We use time prepositions like since and ago. The last one is related to present time like this month, today, this morning, this year, this decade, etc. We use the tense when something has happened in the past and continues in the present. For example, I have been friends with Rido for 1 month. She has worked as a teacher since she was young. We have discussed the project. For the statement A, it indicates that I am still friends with Rido, and we started to do it last month. And for B, she is not retired from the job and she started doing it at a young age. And for C, the act of discussing the project is finished. Consequently, we can do another thing. We use the tense when we talk about experience. For example, the cat has attacked to her cat before. The books have never been read so far. The soldiers have been to Indonesia so many times. For statement A, her cat was hurt by the cat previously. For B, the act of reading is not conducted yet. And for C, the soldiers have had so many experiences of visiting Indonesia. Let's talk about the contractions and the structure. First, the contractions. I have, I've. You have, you've. They have, they've. We have, we've. He has, his. She has, she's. It has, its. If you wanna say them correctly, just use their contractions. Second, the structure. There's nothing wrong with learning to form its sentences correctly. To make its statements, we start with subject plus have has plus past participle plus blah blah blah. For negative statements, subject plus have or has plus not plus past participle plus blah blah blah. For have or has, it is an auxiliary or helping verb. The first one is positive and the second is negative. For example, we took several statements previously. I've been friends with Rido for 1 month. I use its contractions. She's worked as a teacher since she was young. The cat has attacked to her cat before. The soldiers have been to Indonesia so many times. We are going to match the first sentence with the structure. I is a subject, have is an auxiliary verb, been is a past participle verb. The second is she is a subject, has, and worked is a past participle verb. You're probably wondering, why do we use has for the cat, meanwhile have for the soldiers? Because the cat is a singular noun, which means we have to use has. Meanwhile, the soldiers is considered plural, that we have to use have in this case. For negative statements, you can add not after have or has. To make positive questions, you can put have or has depending on the subject after the subject followed by the past participle verb, and don't forget the question marks. For negative questions, just put not after have or has. For example, haven't I been friends with Rita for 1 month? Hasn't the cat attacked to her cat before? Haven't the soldiers been to Indonesia so many times? Hasn't the cat attacked to her cat before? Now, let's answer these questions, and I am gonna help you find the answers. Please find the correct auxiliary verb below. The moon, blah blah blah, not being something that they wanna visit. I always brought my phone. The man never talked to the counselor. The mice not been caught yet. She and her friends just fixed Randy's refrigerator. The answer for number 1 is has, because the subject is singular. For number 2, I bet you got it correctly. It must be have. For number 3, do you think it is has? The answer is have. Okay, let me explain. The noun man is a form of plurality of the noun man. Because it is plural, we use have. Same goes with the number 4. The word mice is actually plural. So ensure you learn about plurality in English. The last one is have, because it has 2 subjects, she and her friends. That means they're plural. Let's find the correct past participle. Those people have never. What they did was wrong. Her sheep have. She has already to my party. I have always. The song. We have several times. For number 1, realize is realized. That means being a regular past participle. A regular past participle is when a verb added ed at the end. Number 2 is still run. I know this is tricky because there are verbs that aren't regular. That means we have to simply memorize them. Same goes with the number 3. Number 4 is sung. That means it is irregular, and same goes with number 5, which is overslept. Before you leave, I'm giving you 2 different kinds of questions. They being focused on the project. His bird being free from the cage for 3 months. He and my friends just gone there. Those women always hated learning maths. A ton of trash become one of the major problems in Indonesia. Tom has already the movie. The man has never. The broken chair. She hasn't the tree yet. His students have to complete the German assignments. I have my hair a few times today. Answer them according to your understanding, and if you don't mind, leave them in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching this video, and see you later.